Hi, this is Noah Long. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and today I wanted to show you how to schedule a trip using Go Raleigh Access using their Microsoft form online. Go Raleigh Access provides curb-to-curb transportation and also door-to-door transportation for people with disabilities who cannot use Go Raleigh's fixed-route bus system. Many people prefer to call the number to schedule the trip, but when you call, you are placed in a virtual queue, and the call system lets you know what position you are in the queue. Now, some of you may say that it's going to take a long time. That depends on your position in the queue. That's why we have this Microsoft form that you can use to schedule your trips. For this demonstration, I am using JAWS for Windows 2024 on a Windows 10 64-bit machine. So, let's get started. I'm going to turn on my JAWS speech.
Full speech.
And we are...
Starts. Stop.
And we need to go to my desktop. And I will do that now.
Windows, comma. Windows M. Desktop. Folder view. List view. Op Studio. 47 of 6.
And I have a shortcut to the Microsoft form. It's called the Go Raleigh Tier 2 Dispatch Request Form. Now, the web address is very long, but I will post that in the video description. So I'm going to press G until I hear something like Go Raleigh Access.
Gmail 53 of 60. Go Raleigh Access Tier 2 Trip Dispatch Request Form 55 of 60.
I will press enter on this and it'll open up in Microsoft Edge or whatever default browser you are using.
Folder view. List view. Go Raleigh Access Tier 2 Trip Dispatch Request Form 55 of 6. App available.
Okay, so we are in the form, and we're located on the first question it asks for. I'm going to have JAWS read that question by pressing Insert plus Tab.
1. Client ID number required to answer single line text. Edit. Blank. Placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
Okay, it is asking for the client ID number. Your number is basically going to be uppercase letter, number. I'm saying it this way so that I'm not giving any of my personal info out here. And because of that, I'm going to turn off JAWS speech so you won't hear JAWS saying the characters as I write them.
Speech on demand.
So here we go. Letter, uppercase, number. Let me just enter that one more time, just make sure that I got it right. Letter, number. There we go. Now that we've gotten that entered, I'm going to turn back on JAWS speech. And most of the time, when you're in this form, you will be using the Tab and Shift Tab keys. The only other keys you'll need to know are your arrow keys and a special command when we get to it. But we'll talk to you more about that in just a few moments. I'm going to turn back on JAWS speech.
Full speech.
And I'm going to tab over to the next question.
2. First name required to answer single line text. Edit. Blank. Placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
It is asking for my first name, so I'll type that in.
N-O-A-H. Noah. 3. Last name required to answer single line text. Edit. Blank. Placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
And I've just pressed tab to move to the next field, so it's asking for my last name next.
L-O-N-G.
Tab again.
Long. 4. Phone number required to answer single line text. Edit. Blank. Placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
Excuse me, folks. Now it's asking for a phone number. Because I'm using my personal phone number, I don't want to give this out, so I'm going to turn off JAWS speech.
Speech on demand.
And I will enter my phone number. And I will turn back on JAWS speech.
Full speech.
Press tab again.
5. Alternate phone number single line text. Edit blank placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
Now there is a field for alternate phone number. So let's say you're not able to answer the phone. They may call you at this alternate phone number. Now I don't have one, but I'm going to use my grandmother's number as an alternate phone number.
Speech on demand.
So I will enter that now. Turn back on JAWS speech.
Full speech.
Press tab.
RDOT Go Raleigh Access Tier 2 Trip Dispatch Request Page 1 of 2. Send mail link prefix domain com. 6. Email required to answer valid format similar to prefix domain com single line text. Edit blank placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
And now it wants my email address. And I'm sure you realize, but when I tabbed over after that phone number field, it said, gave an example of an email address, and then I had to tab over again to get into the edit box to enter this information. So I will turn off JAWS speech.
Speech on demand.
And I will enter my email address. Alright, I'll turn back on
Full
JAWS speech,
speech.
and I'll press tab.
Next button to activate. Press enter.
And here's the next button. When I press enter, it'll take us to page 2 of this form. This next page is going to be for the trip information.
RDOT Go Raleigh Access Tier 2 Trip Dispatch Request Page 2 of 2 document.
And I will tab.
Trip information page 2 of 2 region 7. Trip date required to answer date. Edit combo collapsed. Blank placeholder. Please input date MDI to set the value. Use the arrow keys or type the value.
Okay, this is an edit box that is a combo box which is currently collapsed. We need to open up this combo box by pressing Alt down arrow.
Alt down arrow selected expanded. Date picker dialog 5 June 2024 selected current date.
While in this expanded combo box, you can use your arrow keys to pick the date. Your up and down arrow keys will move you by week. Your left and right arrow keys will move you by day. So this trip is scheduled for this upcoming Friday. And so I'm going to use the right arrow key until I hear Friday and the actual date it's pointing to.
Thursday 6 June 2024. Column 5 row 3. Friday 7 June 2024. Column 6.
If you ever need to go to the next month, if you tab over, you'll see a button that says go to previous month, and then there's a button that says go to next month. Like this.
June 2024 button to activate. Press enter.
Tab.
Go to previous month. May button to activate. Press enter. Go to next month. July button to activate. Press enter.
Month. Now I'm going to shift tab back to that combo box.
Go to previous month. May button to active. June 2024. June 2024. 7 June 2024.
And make sure it's
Thursday,
selected.
Friday, 7 June 2024. Column 6.
So June 7th is selected. I will press enter to confirm this.
7. Trip date required to answer date. Edit combo collapsed. 6/7/2024. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value.
I will tab.
8. Requested pickup time required to answer format. HHMMM or HHMMPM not noon single line text. Edit blank placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
you would enter the time like it would be in text form. So, for instance, I want this trip at 5 o'clock. So I would type in 5 colon 0
0
0
0
space
0 0
capital P
P
capital M.
M.
Actually, I did that wrong. It has to be different.
M.
Hold on, let me do it again. Actually, it's HHMM. That means
Blank.
two digits for the hour, 2 digits for the minute. So we need to do 0 5
5
0 5 colon
0 5 colon
0
0
0
0
space
0 0
PM, all capped.
P M.
And I will tab.
PM 9. Pickup address required to answer street name city single line text edit blank placeholder enter your answer type in text.
Now it's asking for a pickup address. Since this is a personal address, I'm going to turn off JAWS speech.
Speech on demand.
And I will type in my address. Alright, I've done that, so I'll turn back on speech.
Full speech.
I will tab.
10. Drop off address required to answer street name city single line text edit blank placeholder enter your answer type in text.
I will turn off speech.
Speech on demand.
And enter the drop off address. I actually need to shift tab because I think I realized I forgot to type in the city of the pickup address.
Full speech. 9. Pickup address required to answer street name city single line.
Yep, it needs a city, so I'm gonna go down to the
blank,
end of that
period blank.
Into that spot, and I'll type in Raleigh.
RALEIGH. Raleigh 10. Drop off address required to answer street name city single line text.
And I'll make sure that city is entered.
NGIELARALEIGH blank.
Alright, that's good to go, so I'll tab.
To change the selection, press up or down arrow. 11. Trip type required to answer single choice. Group. This is a one-way trip radio button not checked. 1 of 2.
Okay. When you are scheduling a trip with Go Raleigh Access, there are 2 trips you can schedule. If it is a round trip, it means that it's just a one-way. If it says this is a one-way trip, I believe. A one-way trip means that you're just getting dropped off at that location with no return trip. However, I need this to be a return trip, so we're at a list of radio buttons. Right now it's pointed to that this is a one-way trip, but I want this to be a round trip. So I'm going to press down arrow to go to the next radio button.
This is a round trip radio button checked. 2 of 2. To change the selection, press up or down arrow.
And I will tab.
12. Round trip pickup time format. HHMM PM single line text. Edit blank placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
I want this to be my pickup to be 8:30 p.m. So again, 08
08
colon
08 colon
30
30
space
30
p.m. all capped.
PM.
And I will tab.
PM 13. Comments multi-line text. Edit blank placeholder. Enter your answer. Type in text.
This is an excellent edit box. If you have ridden with a cab company that you enjoy riding with, this is where you can put that text inside. So, for instance, for this trip, I'm going to write in the following text, and I'll have JAWS read to you what I've written.
Speech on demand.
I'm going to turn off speech as I write this.
Full speech. E. Blank. Speech on demand.
Need assistance.
Full speech. Space R. Spit blank. Speech on demand. Full speech.
Okay, so here's what I've wrote.
Complex. I will be sitting in the first for both trips. I ride the Go Raleigh van. I will need assistance getting out of my apartment. Complex. I will be sitting in the first floor lobby waiting for the van.
This way, what you just heard was I told them that I need door-to-door service. That way they can come into the lobby and get me over to the vehicle safely. They will do door-to-door. They will do door-to-door upon your request. So I will tab. I've entered all this information. I'll tab.
Back button to activate. Press enter.
There is a back button.
Submit button to activate. Press enter.
And there's a submit button. Make sure all your information is correct before you hit the submit button. My information is correct, so I will press enter.
RDOT Go Raleigh Access Tier 2 Trip Dispatch Request Page 2 of 2 document.
Now we've submitted the information, so we have some text here.
AI powered. The owner of this form has not provided a private RDOT Go Raleigh. Your response was submitted.
My response was submitted.
Link submit another response.
One more thing. If you have another trip you want to schedule, you can always hit this submit another response link, and it will take you back to page 1 of the form. It is that simple to use. If Go Raleigh makes any changes to the form or anything, we will pass it along to you in upcoming videos. I hope this provided you enough information on how to use this form, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments section of the video.
Opt 30 point start stop record.